Hello, today we're going to go through a stretch using the rollers. Let's get started. You need your roller and your mat. So coming down onto your floor, take the roller behind your shoulder blades, and we're going to start by releasing the upper back. So we've got the legs bent, hands interlaced behind our head, thumbs down the back of our neck, and we start by inhaling to reach the chest back, stretch, and then come forward. So we've got the roller on the bottom line of our shoulder blades, and we're stretching back as much as we can. Let's do another 6 of these. Now, to make this a little bit more challenging, you can keep your lower back and your ribs soft. Try not to arch your lower back as much, and you will get a little bit more stretch through that upper back. So reaching as far back as you can. This is nice to do every day. Let's just do one more. Stretch it back. And reach the sternum and then relax. All right, bump yourself down your mat a little bit so that the roller moves up your back about, I don't know, 1 inch, 2 inches. So maybe it's in the middle to top line of your shoulder blades. So we inhale to go back and then come up. Inhale to go back. So we're trying to think about reaching the sternum back, not reaching through the back of the head as much. Let's just do 2 more here. Lower back sunken. And 1 more. All right, bump up the mat again. So just use your legs just to move that roller a little further down your shoulder blades. And just circular motions. So all the way back and around. Change direction. All the way around. So we're going back, leaning back, and then coming up. 1 more. And then releasing. So let's just bring that roller up underneath our legs. So we lift up our bum, pull the roller underneath the lower back, just where your arch is. Hug the left knee into your chest with both hands. And then just start to walk out your right leg so it's straight. So we're after a stretch. Nice soft stretch in the hip on the right side. And we're going to be here for about 30 seconds, but ideally you should be doing this a bit longer. 2 minutes would be ideal. Keep pulling the knee into you and stretching the leg out as far as you can. Take a nice deep inhale breath into this right side of your abdomen and your hip, so you can breathe into that area and relax it. And we're going to change sides. Bring the right leg up, switch legs, left leg going out, hugging the right. Nice deep breath into that left hip and the abdominals on the left. You might feel one side stretching more than the other. then just bringing this knee up. So now we've got both legs in the air bent towards our chest. The roller might feel like it's going to slip out, so just maybe pop it under your back for the next set of stretches. Take your right foot, cross it over the left knee, and let the natural thing happen of your legs falling towards you. You can actually pull them down towards you by holding on to that left knee if you want. And just feel that stretch through that right buttock, all the way through that right side of your body. And we're changing sides. So we've got the left foot coming over. Again, you can assist it by pulling that right knee down to your chest. Feeling the stretch through the left side of your buttock. And bring both knees in, all the way down to your chest. Get a hold of them and pull them towards you. Nice stretch for the back of the legs. Bend them towards you and straighten them out. So we're coming down off the roller. Lift up your bum, push that roller out underneath you, and bring yourself up to a seated position. So we'll go through a few variations of the thigh stretches here. This is a beginner one, so if you're not used to sitting in your hunkers, you might need to start with this one first. Generally in men, the ankles don't like the stretch too much. So let's move on a level, scoop the stomach in, tuck the bum under and lean back and push your knees down. So you're starting to get a bit more of a stretch through the front of the body here. Take the hands a little wider. Okay, so choosing your level for each stretch, I'm going to move on to the next level and straighten out my left leg. I'm making sure that I'm at the very, very end of my roller so that I've got all of that roller to lie back down onto. So my right knee is going to lift off the mat until I get my whole spine down. Alrighty, now that right knee does not have to touch. It's quite an advanced stretch, this one, so do take care with your knees. It's really nice if you've got this amount of flexibility in your body to do this. It doesn't take long to come, actually. Maybe it's every day if you did this stretch, it would probably take about a month to get this flexibility in your thighs and knees and hip. Oh, and ankle. So again, we'd ideally be here for about a minute. All right, so we're moving up. We want to just use our hands and move on to the next leg if you did that version. Again, my left knee has to lift up so I can get down onto the roller. Once I'm in position, I just straighten out through my right leg. You can do both legs at the same time. That's obviously another level. It's nice to do your legs separately when you're stretching, so you can identify if you've got more tightness in one side. All right, so let's just come out of this one and simply roll off your roller to the side and bring it in front of you. So we've got our knee on the top of the roller. Push your roller away from you so you've kind of got this space. Okay. Hold on to the top of your knee with your bottom arm, and your head kind of drops down into no man's land here. Take the left hand behind your head, and we're turning over to the other side. So we're aiming to get that elbow onto the floor. Some people can do it straight away. Oh, there's mine, mine's down. But I must admit, mine never used to hit the floor. I used to have to do this exercise every day to increase the flexibility in my upper thoracic, in my upper spine. So if you've got tight shoulders or a tight upper back, don't give up, don't give up. Alrighty, let's do one more. So, we're going to change sides. So the setup is to take the roller halfway down your mat, place your top knee on top. It wants to be up at 90 degrees or maybe even higher, so you've got your lower back rounded. Bottom arm coming onto the top leg, and here we go. So your first one is just to kind of see how you're feeling. Don't force it down for your first few. Lovely stretch. Mobility work of the entire spine. It's almost like getting a can of WD-40 and oiling the spine. Let's do 3 more. So it's important that you keep the hand on that top knee to keep it in place, and that your hand stays in the same position behind your head. Now I'm kind of using a little bit of assistance on my left, with my left hand here, pushing my right knee down so that I can get that elbow touching. Tighter on this side, so sometimes you have to do that. All right, our last stretch is to come onto your roller. Make sure that you've got your head fully on the roller. If not, you'll need to do a little bit of a caterpillar movement to get down. And then let your knees relax in. Take the arms out to the side. Let the elbows just kind of feel heavy. And we're after a stretch across the fronts of the chest wall here. So you've got your sternum and then your rib cage. So there's a pull with this stretch happening right the way through your ribs at the front. Nice deep inhale, breath in. So this is a relaxing stretch. For me, one of the best upper body stretches that you can do. Now, if you're feeling some kind of shoulder pain or pain coming all the way down the top of your arm, you probably need to take it very gradually, especially if you're quite tight and you've got your arms here and your head's back here, then you've got quite a bit of tightness in the top of your chest. But if you're quite flexible in your shoulders, you can probably take those arms up higher, and then you can also begin to bend the arms. Now this stretch is quite strong once you get into position, especially if you've got your arms into this position here. The most important thing is wherever you are with the stretch, you're able to relax and tolerate it. So just to clarify, It's a 2-minute stretch. It's a postural stretch, the best one, I would say. Start either here if you're tight, do it every day. Begin to move your arms further up as your flexibility improves, and then eventually bend your arms. Bending the arm involves a different set of muscles, so it brings the stretch into another dimension, I guess. But this is where we're aiming, and eventually be able to be here for a good 2 minutes. So I'll just leave you in this delicious stretch. Nice one at the end of your day to do. Take a nice deep inhale breath in. And relax. This is where I'll leave you for today. See you next time.